I want to share with you some key ways that you can practice this excuse-free self-care and align your mind, body, and spirit. This first is the idea of a breathing technique. If everyone would go ahead and place one hand on your chest and one hand on your abdomen, and as you sit there and listen, I just want you to pay attention to which hand is rising more for you. Is it the hand on the chest or is it the hand on the abdomen? Because it's supposed to be the hand on the abdomen. And as I look at you and see some of your shoulders doing this, I know that it's the wrong place because it's supposed to be the abdomen. The other thing is, now go ahead and take a deep breath. All of you who upper body just rose, you're breathing in properly. It needs to be from down here. And what happens is when we're born with the knowledge and the capacity to breathe properly. However, then we get older and we think wiser. So we're going to take control because the universe isn't doing a good enough job. And we start to control our breathing, and then we get all messed up. Have you ever felt the strain in the back of your neck, your shoulders up here? That's a lot of it is attributed to how you're breathing and how you respond to the events throughout the day. So I'm going to walk you through a technique that if you just practice a few minutes a day, you will see how brief it is. It'll actually take me longer to explain it than it will for you to practice it. When you practice it, it's a very centering, anchoring technique. So go ahead and place one hand on each area again, and I'll walk you through this. What you're going to do is you just take a slow, deep breath, and when you do, the abdomen expands. And I've included a phrase on your handout that says, breathe in faith, breathe out fear. You're welcome to use that one if it works for you. If you want to change it, it is totally modifiable. In other words, some people might say, breathe in calm or peace, breathe out chaos. Some people, when they're challenged with jobs, might say, breathe in client or employment, breathe out doubt. There's a number of ways you can do that. The key is that what you say on the breathe in is what you want more of, and what you say on the breathe out is what you want to release. All right? So here's what you do. You go ahead and take a deep breath, and on the inhale, say to yourself mentally, internally, we'll just work with the phrase I have for right now, breathe in faith. So inhale, say to yourself, breathe in faith. Pause for a moment. Now on the exhale, you say breathe out fear. And you want to do that 3 consecutive times, 3 consecutive breaths, well, actually has a very centering impact for aligning mind, body, and spirit. Again, you can substitute, change the phrase after today. But you just take those 3 slow, deep breaths. And you're welcome. A lot of people like to close their eyes, and I've noticed some of you doing that. That's perfect, as long as you aren't driving when you're doing that. In fact, make sure you aren't driving if you're practicing putting your hands on your body to find out too. We need the hands on the wheels. But you can, how many of you felt an immediate impact just in that short little exercise, right? And so you see, it doesn't take very much or very long. But it's your commitment to yourself. That's the concept of embracing your rights. Valuing yourself enough to take the 30 seconds, maybe, that it took to practice that exercise. And do it on a regular basis. That's a great technique, a great way to start your day, a great way to end your day. And any time that you feel challenged, you feel the pressures, the stress of the day, take that time. Sometimes people say, we cannot have time to implement all this stuff. My question to you is, how do you have time not to, first of all, because of the impact that it has? But the other thing is that when you go to the restroom, just take a moment. Of course, I know one of the challenges for ladies is that we tend to get so busy and we say, I'll get there, I'll get there, I'll get there. And by the time you get there, you're like, oh my God, I'll get there. So you make sure that you take time to do that. But that is a very powerful centering technique.